Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Ace here, back with another props video. Yesterday in the YouTube video, we went 0-2 on those props, so that sucked. But we actually did end up profiting in the Discord, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that. Our first play was Josh Giddey over 5.5 assists. This dude crushed this line. I wish I put more units on this because I went light on it. Unfortunately, I did more on the Chris Paul, but not that much. Only by 0.25 units more on it. But yeah, this one cashed easily. We had over 5.5 assists. This dude had he had 6 assists in 8 minutes. So he cashed this line in only 8 minutes, and he ended up having like fucking 12 assists or something. He had 13 assists on a 5.5 assist line, bro. I should have laddered that. But yeah, that cashed super easily. So we only had 3 plays, or wait, no, we had 4 plays. We had Burrow pass attempts, which that one cashed. I'll show you guys in that in a second. We had over 35.5 Burrow pass attempts. Josh Giddey over 5.5 assists, and then we had the 2 that chalked from the YouTube video. It was Gesicki receiving yards, Chris Paul threes. So we only went 2-2, right? But I was watching the game and I was like, "Fuck, this shit's like Gesicki's not looking good." I was getting angry. Chris Paul wasn't shooting shit. I was like, "Fuck, I gotta make up for this." So I posted 2 live plays in the Discord. Remember, guys, gotta get in the Discord to get every single one of my plays. I posted 2 live plays, as you can see right here. At halftime, I posted this Tanner Hudson over 36.5 receiving yards line at halftime. He already had 28 at half. He only needed 9 more. So I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. So we had a 30% profit boost on a live play, so use that. And then this line was also crazy to me too because the Ravens, they were down like what, 7-21 at half or some shit? Uh 7-14. They were down 7-14 at half. So they're actually losing a half, which doesn't happen with them that often. And Bateman had 0 yards at half, but they were losing, right? So they were gonna need to throw the ball. Bateman's line was only 15.5 for the second half, bro. So I don't know what the lines makers were thinking either. Both of these plays ended up cashing in literally 8 minutes. So Tanner Hudson cashed in like 6 minutes, and then Bateman cashed in 8 minutes right here, as you can see. So we made up for the day with those 2 live plays. So ended up profiting on the day. Like I said, it should have been more. Chris Paul, I don't know why he didn't shoot as much. That was stupid. And then Gesicki, I felt like he should have. He got a lot of targets. He did get a lot of targets. He was held on a lot of them, and they didn't get called. And then one of them was a bad throw. And then it wasn't. He got kind of fucked over, but it is what it is. We went up zero point 0.4 units today, so not the biggest profit, but like I always say, profit's profit. Burrow over 35.5 passing attempts. That shit was sweat free. He had like 16 in the first quarter or something. Giddy assist was free. Tanner Hudson receiving yards, like I said, and then Bateman 15.5 line for the second half ended with 54. So those were very, very free. So we made profit in the Discord. Like I always say, if you guys want every single play, you want to make money, you want to profit watching sports, you don't even have to watch. You can just look at the write-ups. Look at it as soon as I post it. You guys get the notification in the Discord. Tail it. I post with Unisize, very responsible every single day. I'm not nuking anything. I'm not doing anything stupid. We're just trying to make money throughout the course of the month, and that's it. And do that repeatedly, which we have been doing. So if you want to do that with us, with all the people in the Discord, you guys want to make money with us, take advantage, bro. Who doesn't like money? Take advantage right here. The link of the WAP of the website will be in the description of this video. Once you go through here and get access, it'll add you immediately to the Discord that I'm in, where I post all my plays in that Discord. So it'll add you in here. You'll be with everybody else in the community, and you'll get all my picks. It's only $20 for a month for every single play that I post: NBA, NFL, MLB, Rocket League. So take advantage of that. If you've never joined before, use code FIRST50 at checkout to get 50% off your first month. So that $20 a month line will only be $10 for your first month, less than a McDonald's meal. So take advantage of that deal. You can't not make your money back. When it's only $10 for the first month, bro. Like, you could literally make that in one play, and let alone 30 days of play. So take advantage. We've been making money all month, and we're going to continue to do so like we always do. But anyway, let's get into the plays for today. So yeah, YouTube folks kind of got fucked over, but that's why you got to be in the Discord. You got to get every single play. That's how it is. But anyway, let's get into the first play. First play is going to be in this Charlotte Hornets game against the Pacers. It's gonna be a points prop, and it's gonna be LaMelo Ball over 27.5 points. So Miles Bridges is out of this game. LaMelo has already been seeing 37.6% usage in his last 3 games. And all those games were with Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges. So now with Miles Bridges out, there's a path for even more than that, even more usage than 37.6, which already, if you're looking at 37.6% usage That's insanely high. I want to compare that to like every single player in the last 3 games in the whole entire league. Look, that like actually gets minutes because sometimes these are super high for people that don't get minutes. So like, look, LaMelo is second in usage per game in the last 3 games out of every single player in the league that actually plays. So 37.6 is insane. And now with Miles Bridges out, he might see even more usage. So that's fucking crazy, okay? LaMelo's averaging around 32 minutes per game here. Let's do some math, okay? LaMelo's averaging 32 minutes per game. When Bridges is on the court, LaMelo is averaging 24. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you guys the filter myself. Let's just do it here, guys. Okay, so let's go to LaMelo on the court. And then filter on my second monitor. LaMelo. I think I deleted it. You can just read. So Miles Bridges on the court. Let's look at Miles Bridges on and go per minute. Go points. We look here, right? It's a very good stat or website that I pay for, Court IQ. So with LaMelo and Miles Bridges both on the court, if we look at per minute stats, so if LaMelo plays 32 minutes, we'll just multiply his stats by 32 in this sense because it's per minute right here. LaMelo Ball averaging 0.76 points per minute with Miles Bridges on the court. So if we go ahead and do that, 0.76 times 32, right? Because 32 minutes is LaMelo's minutes, and 0.76 is his points per 1 minute. He's only averaging 24.32 points per 32 minutes with Miles Bridges on the court. So obviously that would not be good enough to cash this line. But if we go ahead and look at that same filter with Miles Bridges off the court, because Miles Bridges is out for today's game, right? So if we look at these numbers with Miles Bridges off the court, LaMelo's points per minute jumps to 1.08. Okay, so if we go 1.08 times his 32 minutes, that's 34.56 points per 32 minutes with Miles Bridges off the court. So that's a huge boost in points for LaMelo Ball when Miles Bridges is off the court and Miles Bridges is out of this entire game. So very, very good boost here for LaMelo Ball with Miles Bridges being out, right? So LaMelo is averaging the most points per game in pick and roll ball handler situations. So if you look at pick and roll ball handler situations, right, the most points per game in these pick and roll ball handler situations is LaMelo Ball, as you can see right here, averaging 12.1 points per game. Okay, if we look at the defensive side of things, we look at the Indiana Pacers. That's who LaMelo Ball is playing against, the Indiana Pacers. If we look at their defense against the pick and roll ball handler in general, they're allowing the third most points per game to pick and roll ball handlers. They're allowing 21.3 points per game to pick and roll ball handlers, and now they're facing the highest scoring per game pick and roll ball handler, which is LaMelo Ball of the entire NBA. So that's an insanely advantageous matchup for LaMelo Ball here. Pacers are also allowing the 7th most points per game to point guards in general, as you can see right here. Point guards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th most points per game, 2 point guards in general. So very good matchup for point guards. 3 out of 4 point guards with 30 or more usage and 30 or more minutes have cashed this line against the Pacers as well. So very important to take that into account. LaMelo Ball, he gets most of his points from the above the break three, the restricted area, and the paint. Pacers, they're allowing the 6th most field goals made per game to the restricted area. They're allowing the 11th most field goals made per game to the paint, and they're allowing the 12th most threes made per game to the above the break three. So this is a great matchup for LaMelo Ball in all 3 of his spots. LaMelo's also shooting 7.7 pull-up shots per game in his last 3 games, and he's shooting 61% on those 7.7 pull-up shots per game. So that's insanely good shooting numbers right there. Now he's facing the Pacers, who are allowing the 8th most pull-up shots made per game. So very good matchup on all ends for LaMelo. Very good that Miles Bridges is out, and he sees exceptionally more points with Miles Bridges out. He's going to see more usage with Miles Bridges out. He's scoring the most points per game in pick and roll ball handler situations, and the Pacers are allowing the 3rd most pick and roll ball handler points per game. So that's amazing right there. He's very advantageous, not very advantageous, but advantageous matchups for all of LaMelo's 3 scoring zones, and advantageous matchup for his pull-up shots. So like literally, this is a perfect write up for LaMelo Ball here to score. As long as this isn't a blowout and he gets his usual minutes, he should be able to put up 28 points. I don't see why not. So I'm liking this prop for 0.75 units LaMelo Ball over 27.5 points. And let's get into the second prop. Second prop's going to be on Flip, so I can't pull it up on the computer, but it's going to be Tobias Harris under 16.5 points. If you go ahead and look at this prop on other sports books, like let's do FanDuel for example, his line is 15.5. It's better odds obviously because it's not as high as 16.5. It's minus 113 right here on the under for 15.5. And then if we go ahead and look at on DraftKings, it's also 15.5. Where is it? Minus 120 on the under. So right here on Flip, it's actually higher, 16.5. It's worse odds though, obviously, because it's 1 point higher. But I'm just gonna play it safe here and post the under 16.5. So if you like this reasoning that I'm about to give you, this write-up that I'm about to give you enough, you could take it on FanDuel or DraftKings for better odds at 15.5. But I'm posting it under 16.5. So if we go ahead and look at Tobias Harris's game logs now, under 16.5 points. Go ahead and look right here. He's under this line in 7 out of 9 games. As you can see, he's only averaging 13.1 points per game this season. So if we're posting under 16.5, he's going to need 17 points to chalk us. So he's going to need to score 3.9, basically 4 points more than his season average. And there's zero reason to warrant this line being 4 points higher than his average to chalk us because of this matchup, which I'm about to tell you guys about the matchup, right? Jalen Duren, he might be out for this game, but I'm not worried about that at all because Jalen Duren's not a usage guy. Jalen Duren's only getting 13.8 usage per game this year, so it's not like it's a Cade, it's not like it's an Ivy, like it's a Malik Beasley. Not worried about him being out. He's facing the Atlanta Hawks, who are already a very tough matchup for power forwards in general. Because, like, think about it. If he's averaging 13 points per game this year, and he's going to need 17 to chalk us, you would think that he's in an advantageous matchup, right? Because that's how it usually works. But no, he's in a bad matchup. Facing the Atlanta Hawks, who are allowing the 8th least points per game to power forwards this season. And the thing about Tobias Harris is that he gets almost all of his points from the restricted area, the paint, and the mid-range. He does not shoot threes. As you see right here, he's shooting 19% from 3 this year. Dog shit. Okay? So he's getting all of his points from the paint, restricted area, and mid-range. And if we look at the matchups for the Atlanta Hawks against those zones, the Hawks, they're allowing the 3rd least paint field goals made per game. So that's lockdown, okay? 11th least mid-range field goals made per game, and the 12th least restricted area field goals made per game. So this is a very, very good defense against all of Tobias's scoring spots, especially the paint, where they're allowing the 3rd least paint field goals made per game. So very, very good defense here against Tobias. I don't know how he's going to be able to score a ton against this very good defense. The only zone that the Atlanta Hawks have been absolutely terrible against is the 3-point line. They're the worst team in the entire NBA at guarding the 3-point line. But the good thing for this under here is that Tobias Harris is fucking dog shit at threes. As you can see, he's only shooting 19% from 3 and he's only attempting 4 threes per game. He's only making 0.7 threes per game. He's not even making a 3 per game. And he's only shooting 19% threes per game. So I do not expect him to exploit this matchup in the sense against the 3-point line. Because he usually gets all of his points from the paint, the restricted area, and the mid-range. And the Hawks are very good against 3 zones. Tobias Harris has been shit at the 3-point line. So I just don't see Tobias Harris having a good game here. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. So I'm liking this line for 0.5 units on Flip. So those are going to be the plays on YouTube. I have more plays in the Discord. I'm right after it's 2:30 in the morning, but after I record this, after I post this, you guys are watching this, I'm still up. I'm still going to be posting lines. So take advantage of that deal, guys. Only $20 per month. Such a good deal for all the plays that I post and the amount of plays that I post. And it's only $10 for your first month when you use code ACE or when you use code FIRST50 at checkout. Only $10 for your first month. So those are going to be the 2 plays for the day. LaMelo over for YouTube at least. LaMelo over 27.5 points for 0.75 units, and Tobias Harris under 16.5 points on Flip for 0.5 units. Yesterday, the YouTube video sucked, but we still made money in the Discord. That's why Discord is the most valuable. Get every single play right as I post it, right on time. So take advantage of that. Anyway, hopefully we have a better day on YouTube at least. We had a good day in the Discord, but hopefully we could get a better day on the YouTube. And if we don't, join the Discord, bro. We're making money in here. But anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next video.